Welcome to TV Briefing. The content of the briefing includes the Oscar-winning film that captured Navalny's life and possible death. Toronto filmmaker of Oscar-winning Navalny documentary says legacy will live on, you cannot kill his ideas. Former CBS executive Les Moonves to pay Los Angeles ethics fine for interference in police probe. It's a big month for remakes that are actually good, why you'll love the new One Day and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Famous ventriloquist left his daughter nothing when he died, he bequeathed his puppet a fortune. The Oscar-winning film that captured Navalny's life and possible death. BBC. Alexei Navalny's Oscar-winning documentary has taken on a new poignancy following his death in a Russian prison last week. The film, directed by Canadian Daniel Roher, follows Navalny as he unravels a plot to poison him with the nerve agent Novichok. The documentary, released before his death, has won widespread international acclaim. In the film, Navalny jokes that the director is making the movie for the case of his death. The final scene asks Navalny what message he would leave behind if he were killed or imprisoned. Navalny responds, "We don't realize how strong we actually are. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. So don't be inactive." Toronto filmmaker of Oscar-winning Navalny documentary says legacy will live on, you cannot kill his ideas. The Toronto Star. Canadian filmmaker Daniel Roher, who won an Oscar for his documentary on Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, has spoken about his feelings on Navalny's death. Roher spent 2 months filming with Navalny, who died while serving a 19-year sentence at a penal colony. Roher said that he was shocked when he heard the news, despite the fact that he and Navalny had discussed the possibility of his death. He described his relationship with Navalny as friendly, jovial, adversarial at times and said that they became fast friends. Roher said that Navalny had a dark sense of humor and could make light of anything. He said that the documentary would now be a call to action and would remind people of the fragility of democracy while encouraging them to be active citizens. Roher hoped that the film would show that you can kill a man, but you cannot kill his ideas and you cannot kill his sense of mission and purpose when it's greater than a single individual. Former CBS executive Les Moonves to pay Los Angeles ethics fine for interference in police probe. Associated Press. Former CBS CEO Les Moonves has agreed to pay an $11,250 fine to resolve a complaint accusing him of interfering with a police investigation into a sexual assault case. Moonves acknowledged working with a former police captain to obtain information about a sexual assault victim's confidential police report against him. The police interference allegations against Moonves came to light in 2022 as part of a settlement in which CBS and Moonves agreed to pay $30.5 million for concealing sexual assault allegations from shareholders. Moonves has denied attacking anyone and said the allegations are untrue. The Los Angeles County District Attorney declined to file criminal charges against Moonves in 2018 due to the statute of limitations. Experts looked at 10,000 pieces of research to find the best way to learn to read. We've distilled it down for you. ABC. A Grattan Institute report earlier this week found 1/3 of students are failing to learn to read proficiently due to persistence with an older, discredited way of teaching. The report urged schools to abandon the whole language method of teaching kids to read. While there's no substitute for a qualified teacher, we've asked the experts for their best tips for parents who want to help teach their kids to read at home, using structured literacy. Treasure, a mollifying portrait of the Holocaust's horrors. Telegraph. The film Treasure, directed by Julia von Heinz, is a father-daughter drama about the legacy of anti-Semitism in Poland. The film, based on Lily Brett's novel Too Many Men, follows the journey of Ruth Roth-Wax, a neurotic American journalist, and her father Edek, as they travel to Warsaw in 1991 to seek out Edek's childhood home in Lodz. The film explores the character's emotional baggage, including Edek's PTSD from being transported to Auschwitz-Birkenau as a child. While the film has some strong moments, it ultimately falls short in its attempt to address the horrors of the Holocaust and concludes with unsatisfying resolutions. When does Drive to Survive come out on Netflix? Release date and more. The Independent. The popular Netflix documentary series, Drive to Survive, will return for a 6th season following the 2023 Formula One season. The series will focus on the 10 teams and 20 drivers, including dominant driver Max Verstappen, who won 19 out of 22 races that season. Other notable moments, such as Daniel Ricciardo's mid-season return and Carlos Sainz's victory in the Singapore Grand Prix, are likely to be featured. The series is set to be released on February 23, 2024, and will be available to watch on Netflix. Harrison Ford's Star Wars script sells at auction. BBC. A Star Wars film script left behind by actor Harrison Ford has been sold at auction in Hertfordshire for £10,795. The script was discovered in a flat in Notting Hill that Ford rented in 1976 while filming Star Wars, Episode IV: A New Hope. The script, written by George Lucas, is the fourth draft of the first Star Wars film and introduces Ford as the character Han Solo. The auction also featured other items left behind by Ford, including a letter from his agent and a film shooting schedule. The auction house said bidding came from around the world. Amazon's President's Day sale delivers massive deals, get up to 80% off vacuums, smart TVs, and more. Yahoo! Amazon is offering a range of discounts across a variety of categories as part of its President's Day sale. Some notable deals include Apple AirPods for $90, a robot vacuum and mop for $160, and a 12-piece kitchen knife set for $22. Other discounted items include laptops, shower caddies, storage bags, and more. The sale is available to Amazon Prime members, who will receive free shipping. Non-Prime members can still receive free shipping on orders of $25 or more. And that's a wrap on today's news. We've covered a range of stories, from the Oscar-winning documentary on Alexei Navalny's life and death to the unexpected fortune left to a ventriloquist dummy. But before we go, let's take a moment to reflect on these stories. The documentary on Navalny's life has taken on new significance following his tragic death. The filmmaker, Daniel Roher, spoke about his shock and friendship with Navalny, emphasizing that his ideas and mission cannot be silenced. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of democracy and the need for active citizen participation. In another news, former CBS CEO Les Moonves has agreed to pay a fine for interfering in a police investigation into a sexual assault case. This serves as a reminder that no one is above the law, regardless of their position or power. On a lighter note, we have some exciting new shows and movies to look forward to. From the TV adaptation of One Day to the remake of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, there's something for everyone's taste. And let's not forget the treasure left behind by Harrison Ford, with his Star Wars script fetching a hefty price at auction. Lastly, Amazon is offering massive discounts in its President's Day sale, so be sure to check it out if you're in need of some shopping therapy. That's all for today, folks. Remember, stay curious, stay informed, and let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.